present the 8th stewardship principle this morning, live genuinely. There are many among us this morning who are wild with excitement, people who are anxious for what the rest of the day will bring. And I'm not referring to those of us who are thrilled to celebrate Reformation by wearing bits of bread and by talking about Martin Luther. I'm talking about the kids who will be ghosts and goblins, Peter Pans and princesses, Jedis and jack-o'-lanterns, as they walk around our neighborhoods and come knocking at our doors. Some will come in full costume, others with masks or makeup. All will be something other than themselves. I found this to be a fascinating day when Halloween and Reformation overlap, especially as they connect to this principle of living genuinely. On this day when we're given permission to pretend that we're something or someone different than who we truly are, we also hear the promise that we are God's. I will be their God, and they will be my people. We have been set free, for I will forgive their iniquity and remember their sin no more. That we've been free to be God's people, people who are both sinners and saints. The costumes, the makeup, the masks that we put on at Halloween are fun, but I'm reminded of the fact that we all also have personas. We all also have masks which we put on as we try to hide from God and from one another. It is on this Sunday, when we also celebrate Reformation, I am reminded that our masks of power and pretense, of self-doubt and disdain, our fears and our failings have been removed, and it is in this bared truth of who we are, even then, and perhaps most especially then, that we are still loved by God. And because of that love, we can live in service to one another. This grace, this freedom to love and be loved on account of Christ allows us to be ourselves and to be together in this community, to give freely of the gifts we've been given. The voices with which we sing, the ability to teach young and old, the gifts of hospitality in welcoming the newcomer, caring for the neighbor, feeding the hungry, and sheltering the homeless. The strength to rake and gather leaves, the ability to make bags and gifts for others around the world, and to share both our money and our time. At the same time, we are also freed to receive the gifts and love of one another when we have nothing left to give. To hear the prayers for our healing and our wholeness. To receive a warm meal at times of illness and grief. To accept words of comfort and support in our sadness and in our sorrow. To hear God's word of grace in the preaching and in the beauty of song. It is on this day that we are reminded that to live genuinely is to be a child of God, fully known by God, and set free by the Son, Jesus Christ, to love and serve God and our neighbor.